Hi, I'm Kristen with Dickman Farms, and I'm going to give you some tips this week on how to care for your backyard fruit trees and ornamentals. With the tips I'm going to give you, it's going to ensure that you have some very beautiful, vigorous plants coming into the next growing season as we go from April showers to May flowers. So to get you started, I'm going to suggest that you top dress, aka mulch, with an awesome compost of your choice, whatever that may be, and or using your choice of fruit tree spikes, granular option, also very easy to apply and put down by the cupful. There are all sorts of instructions, very easy to use right on the back. Or you can also use a liquid diluted that you can water right in with a gallon pail or something. The next thing that will be really important and very useful is going to be to do some light trimming on your fruit trees or ornamentals so that you can get better air circulation and light to those blossoming flowers in the next few weeks. Some of those tips would include removing any dead or broken branches, of which you can see we did here very lightly already to a few branches. If you look closely here, you'll see that there's kind of like a collar here. That's the healing zone for your branches. So it's important that you use very sharp bypass pruners, like Felco's or Fiskars. There's two of my favorites. And give yourself a very sharp cut, making sure not to crush that branch because that will allow the tree to heal over properly. And then from there you want to look for any inner branches that are potentially crossing over each other. That will also prevent in the future this tree to mature properly without later pruning. And by taking off those little sucker branches and extras, suckers being the ones that you'll see on your fruit trees that shoot straight up into the air, and they suck all of the energy away from your fruiting branches, what tend to be these itty-bitty little spurs right here. That is going to eventually yield a wonderful apple blossom and then some fruit set later on in July and August. So these little spurs right here, that we call them, here and here, that's where your fruit shows up. And this will also work on your crabapple trees and your other ornamental cherries and things by loosening up those branches. Keeping in mind the wider your branch angle, anywhere between a 45 and a 60 degree will give you your strongest branches, as opposed to ones that are narrower or more open. So feel free to take off some of those. And in time, there's more training options for a lot of us that have very young trees. We just started to get going on these. And the last and final tip that'll be incredibly important for preventing anything that may have happened previously to now with our wet springs that have preceded us would be doing preventive sprays and controls depending on what your pests were that you had, especially with peach trees, apple trees, and of which we would very much suggest you come in and chat with one of us and we can give you a really good remedy for those controls. So until next time, happy gardening.